Hello, everyone. My name is Samuella Tshiala2. Have you ever had or made a delicious meal for you and your friends, and then a few days afterwards, you find yourself terribly sick? I mean, you're having a fever, you're vomiting, you're having diarrhea, and everything. Well, here my presentation is about how to avoid E. coli infection. Okay, so what is E. coli infection? E. coli is a bacteria that is found in raw meat, on clean water. It's basically found in like a not very hygienic kitchen place or even a home because you can get E. coli in so many different places. So, according to Cleveland Clinic, it says E. coli is a group of bacteria that can cause infection, but it's not like very harm infection, but it is an infection that will get you very, very sick. So, okay, so how is E. coli spread? And E. coli is spread in several ways, like I have mentioned. E. coli is spread through food, it's spread through raw meat, it's spread through water and all those stuff. So you can get E. coli in so many ways if you're not careful in the kitchen. So now, according to Mayo Clinic, the illness is called it doesn't have any like current treatment yet. So E. coli is still like the only way you can treat it is through drinking a lot of fluids and everything. So if you find yourself with E. coli, then you have to like go to your doctor and talk to them. But this is like my research, and it says like through tons of fluid and through rest because it's very similar with food poisoning, but it has one difference, and the one difference was food poisoning causes more body ache than E. coli. So, and also E. coli, according to NHS informed, it says that E. coli, some people can experience the symptoms after 3 to 4 days, and some people can experience it after 3 to 14 even days. So, yeah. So hand hygiene is very, very, very important when it comes to the spread of E. coli. I'm going to give you guys a quick scenario of, let's say you're a nurse or you're a CNA, you're working at a home care living, you're taking care of your residents who is incompetent. Incompetent basically means they're not able to use the bathroom by themselves, or they have to wear diapers, and you have to change them. So as you go ahead, you change them, you have long nails, and you put on your gloves, and you don't even realize that, but one of your gloves has a hole in there. So as you're changing your residents, you're changing them their diaper, you don't realize, but you have stool in your fingernails. So stool is another way of saying poop. And then you go about your day. You don't wash your hands. You don't sanitize your hands. You go right after and eat lunch, and you consume that E. coli. So that's also one of the major way E. coli is spread, through consuming. That is why hand hygiene in the healthcare is major, and nail care is also very, very major. You want to make sure your nails are very short, round, like perfect. You don't want to make sure your nails are long. Before I was in the healthcare, I thought that was brutal. I was asking myself, that is so mean. Like, that is only for the patient. That's only going to benefit the patient, because the patients, if you have long nails, you can scratch them by accident. That was the only thought I had in my mind until I came through the E. coli research and bacteria that are spread through food, through nails, through all of these ways. And I'm like, that is not even selfish at all. They're protecting us, and we're also protecting the patients. So they're protecting us by not consuming anything that we're not even supposed to, by not consuming any type of bacteria. Despite researching saying that E. coli is not harmful, like Cleveland Clinic said, but you're going to get sick. And being sick is not fun. We don't want none of our healthcare members to be sick. We don't want our family members to be sick. We want a safe environment for everyone. So hand hygiene is very important. So always make sure to wash your hands after every single encounter with anyone. Always make sure to sanitize your hands if you're not close to like any place to wash your hands. Always make sure you're like aware of your surrounding. Always make sure like you're aware of what you're consuming, and definitely when it comes to water or like any raw food, because E. coli is also spread through that. So overall, E. coli is an infection bacteria that is spread through food, water, raw meat, nails and all these kinds of stuff. So be very aware and careful of your surrounding, like I've mentioned. Be very aware of what you're consuming and be very aware of what your body is telling you. If you realize that you've consumed something that was raw or not clean, make sure you go ahead and go to the doctor and check that out because you don't know, you might have E. coli, you also might have food poisoning. One of the major E. coli symptoms are what is called bloody diarrhea, which is not fun for others, but that's actually one of the things that kind of like separates it with food poisoning. Food poisoning is more like muscle ache and all those vomitings, fever. E. coli has more like bloody diarrhea and all that stuff. If you're realizing that, don't panic, just take a deep breath and go to your doctor. Make sure that you can at least recall what you have consumed. So, and always make sure that you have a proper hand hygiene. It doesn't matter if you're a healthcare student, it doesn't matter if you're another student major, whatever the case might be. Always make sure you have a proper hand hygiene because this type of infection can spread anywhere and through anyone. So, that is all. Thank you so much.